And how are you doing? I'm very tired. Very, very tired. I spent a large part of this weekend napping. It's been a 3-day weekend here. For those of you who are unaware, it was the Victoria Day weekend. And it's so named after the former Queen Victoria. Her birthday is actually May 24th. So it always happens on the second last Monday of the month of May. Usually falls between the 18th and the 24th. Affectionately known as May 24 in the province of Ontario, and has been for many, many years, 24 representing the amount of bottles of beer in a case. Less to do with the celebration of the Queen and more to do with the unofficial celebration of the unofficial start of summer. Because the weather is usually considerably warmer than it is right now. It's not summer-like weather at all right now. It is spring-like, but very early spring-like weather. So apologies for last week. I really wasn't. I wasn't in any shape to do this, and oddly enough, this week, just a few minutes before I began, around 9:15, I'm seated on the couch and in the midst of a full-blown anxiety attack, thinking to myself, I have to cancel, I can't do this. I'm no shape or position to do this right now. I'm a complete emotional wreck. And that's when I came to the realization was this is the absolute right time to be doing this, because the entire purpose of this channel is to try and work through mental health issues. And even though I do take medication, sometimes the old problems still do come up. This, of course, being one of those times. So, I thought to myself, I shouldn't abandon anybody. Right now should be the time when I actually buckle down a little bit, I guess, and address you directly and let you know what I'm going through. And, yeah, full-blown anxiety attack. Congratulations, Luna. I'm glad for you. That's great. Done. Very well done. It's funny how the way mental health issues work is when you should be presumably at your best. The old mental health decides that it's going to take advantage of you and tell you what's up. And I think the big irony here being that I was trying to tell you how to deal with this, and I almost ran away and hid from it. And that's what, weirdly, oddly enough, that's what happens when you have anxiety. It lies to you and tells you things that are untrue. Now, one of the things it says is that no one cares, no one gives a damn, no one wants to hear what you have to say. Now, I won't entirely discount that. I mean, that could be entirely true for all I know. However, I shan't let that thought dissuade me from trying to help others. Trying to talk through a moment like this, I think, is possibly, plausibly, and probably helpful to Anyone out there that may be watching or viewing and struggling with a moment where trying to catch your breath is difficult. Trying to calm your mind is difficult. Trying to just simply find your way through a moment is darn near impossible. And that was it's what I'm currently going through. Trying to face facts, trying to face up to the fact that despite the brain telling me that this is a bad idea, that you're a failure, that nobody cares, nobody wants to hear you, that you should just go away and be quiet and keep your mouth shut. Despite the fact that my brain is telling me all of that, I decided that I would work through it because I think it's important to let people know when you're going through something like this. I don't know what the cause for it has been. Possibly not nearly enough rest. I find that if I don't sleep well, this tends to happen to me. And admittedly, I've been insanely busy. Ouch! I bumped my knee. Insanely busy with work, with my production activities, with commitments to work and friends, and and it's all okay. I'm happy to have all of it. I just wish that my body responded a little bit better. Sometimes all I want to do is just go to sleep, and that doesn't fix anything. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't solve anything, and it really is a disservice to myself and the people in my life who count on me, including, friends, family, colleagues. And there's a lot going on right now. I have a lot to be thankful for, a lot to be grateful for. I have a lot of positive things happening in my life. And there's a few things right now that are difficult, without getting into the nitty gritty, because some of it doesn't pertain to me exactly. Like, it's on the periphery. I don't know how to describe it. It's not my story to tell. That I can say. It's not my story to tell, but it does reflect upon me. So, trying to maintain one's calm sense, calm demeanor, calm appearance is difficult when you're facing internal turmoil. I'm worried about people in my life that I care about who are going through things right now. And there's nothing I can do about it. And that tends to give you that feeling of helplessness, which adds to the anxiety. I wish I could make it better for this person, but I cannot. And I do know that time will fix things, but the difficulty this person that I love and care for right now is they're going through some rough stuff, and it's completely beyond my control, and that leaves you with a sense of helplessness and maybe possibly, in my case, worthlessness. That's kind of where I am. As I said, I do have things to be grateful for. There's somebody in my life who someone new in my life, let's put it that way, who has been an incredibly supportive, positive person, and I'm very grateful and thankful And I hope that I can, I hope that I can be the man that I'm supposed to be and not let this thing that is anxiety, this thing that is depression, take over. Um, it's difficult to push it aside and let it know that you're the boss, that you're the one who's in charge, and it sometimes wants to rule the roost as it is, as it were. Does that make any sense? I don't even know. Trying to find the words to share with you that just having a difficult time right now, despite the very positive things that are going on. A couple of, like I said, a couple of things that are outside of my area of control, and it's troubling. And I do realize how it affects me in a deeply personal level. And I think trying to control it, trying to control the emotions over the situation have added to the anxiety because they're not controllable. You feel what you feel. And I need to learn to just sometimes sit in the feeling. So yeah, I'm in a full-blown anxiety attack right now. I did do some breathing exercises and tried to meditate on it for a few minutes before I sat down at the microphone this evening. And I did have that panicked moment of, I should cancel. And there was a thought that, well, nobody's going to care anyway. So just go ahead and, just cancel. Don't say or do anything. Just don't do anything. Just lie here in your self-pity and live with it. And I decided that that would be a bad thing to do because it's a disservice to myself. And I think it's a teaching moment for both myself and for anybody who might be viewing this, that you need to work through the tough times. And it can be tough. Because I'm struggling right now, right at this very moment. It's a struggle. I'm trying to remain calm. Trying to it's a teaching moment. Make it a teaching moment for myself and for anybody viewing. But it is a struggle because I am shaking internally. It's when the heart starts to beat rapidly and the pulse quickens and the muscles tighten. And I'm feeling all of those things right now, and I don't want to. There's nothing I can do to stop it. It's just simply how it is. I realize that there's so many things that are beyond my control, and I need to deal with that because you can't control everything. And I need to let the person who is going through the terrible thing right now, let them know that, look, I'm trying to do my best to be here for you, but I'm going through some stuff. I don't mean to be. I would much rather not be. I would much rather be just chill. But I don't get to make the decision to do that sometimes, and this is certainly one of those times. As I said a moment ago, I have a great deal to be thankful for and a great deal in my life that is super positive right now. I said there's someone new in my life who means a great deal to me, and I need to be able to express that to her, to let her know that, despite the issues I have, and I'm very open. I don't hide the fact that I have anxiety and depression. I think it's important that I talk about it. I think not talking about it would be much more detrimental. And here's the thing: if I don't expect anybody to be able to deal with it or handle it. This is my thing to deal with. This is my thing to handle. But I do want to be open and honest about how the fact is that I have these afflictions and that I do my best to work through them. And sometimes I struggle. And right now I'm struggling. I know I'll be okay. I know everything will be fine. I know that tomorrow is another day. And I hope that tomorrow morning I will awaken and feel better about myself, my situation, my lot in life. Feel better about the situation that is completely beyond my control for somebody who I love and care for, who is going through something much more traumatic than me having a little anxiety attack. But there it is. It's the human condition, the human brain. It does what it wants to, and there's very little you can do to control it. You can do your best to try and remain in control. Take your deep breath. Straighten your back. Hunch your shoulders up. Try and relax. Count to 10. Breathe in, hold it for 5 seconds. Breathe out. It helps to calm your mind, to settle the nerves. It helps to calm an anxiety attack. Helps. Doesn't fix it. But it can help you to feel a little bit better. And I find talking through it like I am right now does help me a great deal. I find it incredibly ironic how here I am ready to, try and dispense some advice, and then finding myself in a complete state of panic, unable to do so because the thing I wish to talk about is preventing me from doing it. I find that to be ironic. And maybe I misunderstand the word irony in that sense, but it's funny. Ha ha. The joke's on me. Deep breaths, calm thoughts. Trying to think of warm summer days spent on a beach with the sound of the surf lapping at the sand. The hot sun beaming down upon you and not having a care in the world. Sometimes the mere thought of something like that, a moment in time like that, is enough to bring one back down to earth, so to speak. To calm the nerves, to settle the soul. To help you realize that, yes, this is something terrible that you're going through, but it too shall pass. It is temporary. While you're going through it certainly doesn't feel that way. It feels more like it's something permanent, and yet it's not permanent. It's only temporary. It just so happens that when you go through it, it is so intense and so enveloping that trying to talk yourself down off the ledge, for want of a better term, can be quite the challenge. But I do know that this too shall pass. And I'm feeling a sense of warmth and well-being, talking myself out of the state of panic that I was going through, sharing with you what I'm going through while I'm going through it, I think is constructive and helpful to both myself and to anybody who may need it. To let you know that, as we've all said, and I will say, it's okay to not be okay. It sucks. There's nothing positive about it. It's all negative. None of it is good. But if I can use it to inform, maybe help somebody, maybe let somebody else know that I too experience what you're experiencing, that I feel that sense of panic, fear grip me, tell me, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. You need to stop. Look that fear in the eye and say, no, I'm the one in control, not you. I control my destiny, not some random, terrible, dark thought that just pops into my head to tell me lies. No. No, I control my destiny. I control my thoughts. I control my behavior. I control how I react to those thoughts. I can control because I choose to. It's not easy. It's actually incredibly difficult. It's almost a Sisyphean task. Sisyphus, look it up if you're unaware. Google's your friend and we're online, right? Remember to breathe. Breathe with purpose. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Deep cleansing breaths. They will help you a great deal. Calm your mind. Soothe your soul. Help bring you to a better place. And that's kind of where I am getting to right now. Calm, sense of warmth, sense of well-being. Oopsie, I bumped my microphone. Sorry about that. A sense of I'm going to be okay because I've chosen me. I've chosen to work through the issue. And sometimes trying to figure out why you're feeling this way can exacerbate the problem. Sometimes you just need to work your way through it. Worry about the cause later. The important thing is to get through the moment, to make sure you're going to be okay. Breathe. Relax. Let the tension fall away. You'll be okay, because this too will pass. And with that, my friends, that's a Monday evening ASMR anxiety check-in. Not what I had planned this evening, and yet here we are. Sometimes plans don't work out the way you want them to, but nevertheless, I think tonight was a success because I was able to both express to you what I was going through and work my way through it. I'm about 75% better than I was when I started. That is a victory. I will take that victory. I will see you soon. Take care, friends. Bye.